How many of you guys are proud of your culture and its heritage?
Me.
Awesome. How many of you guys would be upset if your culture and its heritage was constantly ridiculed for something really silly?
Me.
Okay, that's what I thought. My name's Reed, and I have deep roots in the Appalachians going back to the 1500s, and I have seen the poor hillbilly stereotype be portrayed every day of my life, and it really hurts my feelings. But I wanted to get to the bottom of why this region is struck by such extreme poverty. And I have found that although different programs are being held in the region and are steadily improving the poverty rates in the area, there's still a lot of work to be done, and they can catch up to the rest of the country. First, LBJ Lyndon B. Johnson, the president in 1964, declared a war on poverty in the area. Then he decided to introduce more welfare to see if that would help, and now today the area is slowly but surely catching up. So like I said, in 1964, Lyndon B. Johnson gave his State of the Union address, saying that the country overall was in extreme poverty with a 19% rate, but the Appalachians themselves were pushing 60%. This comes from Molly Moore, the editor of the Appalachian Voices. He then passed the Appalachian Regional Act in 1965, which just basically said, hey, this area has been completely depleted of all its resources because of coal. So the ARC then created programs like Total Action for Progress, which goes to these local counties and sees what their biggest need was. In 1965 and into the 70s, the biggest need was clean water. So they went through and created pipe systems to make sure every family had access to clean drinking water. Then he introduced welfare, which in the end, did it really help or did it hurt? But it was simple things like Medicare, Medicaid, and Head Start. Healthcare and education and having the access to these two things are the two stepping stones to overcoming poverty. However, according to Moore from Appalachian Voices, from 1967 to 2011, they found that the national poverty rate of 16% in 2011 would have been equivalent to 29% if these benefits had not been introduced to the area. This shows that the addition of welfare not only helped the Appalachian region, but it helped the entire country. But on the other hand, according to the ARC in 2015, the average income was $38,000, which is $10,000 less than the national average, showing that although these people are getting above the poverty line with welfare, it's artificial. The actual incomes of the people in this area are not actually getting any higher. And so that brings us to today. The area, according to Dr. Worth, who has a PhD in psychology, writes for the APA, is just doing okay. There's always going to be room for improvement. The ARC was, and he says this because the ARC was never properly funded in the first place. They have 31% less funding than the average federal agency, and this is on top of only being originally for a few certain counties and ended up having to be stretched across most every county in Central Appalachia. Dr. Worth also believes that the traditional social beliefs will hurt the region as well. As my Nana, a lifetime resident of Southwest Virginia, says, we're just a proud bunch of people. They'll never ask for help even when they need it the most. The ARC also lost funding under Trump's administration, leaving the future of the area very uncertain, especially with the coal industry beginning to die out and back out of the area. So in conclusion, the Appalachian area is still poor. However, it is constantly working hard to overcome the area and does not deserve to be treated as a lesser culture in America. And this progress began with Lyndon B. Johnson in 1964 and continued with the introduction of welfare and TAP and the Appalachian Regional Commission. And because of these things, the area is slowly but surely really going to catch up with the rest of the country. And although the future of the region is unsure, I believe the people of Appalachia are resilient and will not let poverty destroy the beauty of this region. Thank you.
Woo-hoo!